Woe to those in D.C. who let China in, who let foreign invaders in from countries all around the world. You think your plans are still set in motion, and you, along with everyone with you, are flying under the radar, and you think you'll be able to strike without warning. You didn't know that you had been watched, and my infiltrators know your every move. My infiltrators will strike you without warning. Enemies of this nation, I am putting you on notice, and your eviction is already set in motion, with no way you can stop it. Your days of power are coming to an abrupt end, says the Lord. And woe to those who have poisoned this nation, who've been working with the FDA and Big Pharma. Your days are numbered, and your exposure will be explosive. Your system that makes people sick, weak, and causes death on a scale never seen before, with your poisonous vaccines and all your kinds of medications, and with their deadly side effects. This was your plan, and it worked for a long time. This killing machine is being ripped apart by me. You think your worst enemy is Robert Kennedy Jr., when in fact, it is me. Explosive reports are coming, because my people I had in your midst have everything to end the FDA and Big Pharma as you know it. This part of the Great Reset is being torn apart by me, says the Lord of hosts. My children, I will show you heads of hospitals and insurance companies that all have been working with your government and the globalists to depopulate and to make enough people sick to profit off of you in ways you could never imagine. This plan of the globalists and the swamp rats in your capital, the FDA, Big Pharma, and insurance companies, it's all one big sick and demonic scheme on this nation. Their books are being released on how far back this has gone, and how this was another way to invade your nation, and to take it without anyone being aware. Biological warfare was set in motion long ago to wipe out the United States, while your enemies made unspeakable amounts of money on you. This darkness and wicked plan of the enemy is being stopped by me. So hold on, I will restore your health that has been stolen from you, says the Lord, your healer. The financial markets will take a hit that is extremely unprecedented in this nation. Don't fear, this is part of my reset to rip what your enemies have in their hands and weaken them financially, where they can no longer lord over you with what they have stolen from you. Checks and balances will be upheld, and all the money your government has stolen from you and given to your enemies will all be accounted for. Accounting records and hidden books that your government, the Pentagon, the House, and the Senate, every way they paid your enemies to attack you, every way they paid for wars and conflicts in other nations, everywhere your government officials profited off war and destruction, every way the lobbyists paid your officials for their own purpose and for their plans under the radar, will all be proven. Many government officials' offshore accounts will be exposed and emptied out. Explosive exposure will come out regarding black market money, cash for hire, bribes, blackmail that your government was a part of and making unprecedented amounts of money on. Hold on, my children. Your government hid financially from you will all be exposed. To a degree, it will rock this nation. You have the enemies in this nation and in your government or working with them, killing you, sickening you, burdening you financially in every way they could. This rogue regime is being taken out by me. But in this time, things will seem to stand still, and people will wonder what on earth is going on. And I'm telling you, it's me ridding you of all your enemies, says the Lord of hosts. A major corporation will be exposed and how they were controlled and established by your government and the enemies of this nation. Many more will follow. Every corporation against me will fall, says the Lord. Big banks are about to take a hit like never before. I told you no bailout this time for them. The banks are being judged by me. My children, unprecedented, unconventional things have only just begun. So hold on until all is reset in your land, says the Lord, your Redeemer. And then I also, Fauci's exposure will collapse the entire medical infrastructure that's against you. Everyone who acted with him from your government will all be exposed. The establishment was letting him go to save others, but instead, he will be another downfall for this part of the establishment. Every director of the National Institute of Allergy and Infectious Diseases, or the NIAID, will all be exposed. This institute of death will be ripped apart by my hand. It's all over for everyone of your plans or enemies' plans, says the Lord. My children will know that I am Jehovah Rapha, their healer. Every disease your enemies made, every allergy they caused, every design against you, with their medications to fix these problems they created, this will all be annihilated by me, and your healing will be restored. Some may say that's too good to be true. But my children, read my word. I am the God that heals. When my people left Egypt, there was no feeble among them. Look at the countless miracles in my word that were performed. No matter how impossible it was for man, it wasn't for me to completely heal and restore those diseases or afflictions like they never existed. These are the days of Haman, and the days your enemies will regret the things they designed against you, because they will be struck by the very diseases they designed. Your enemies' days of control and sickening the world are over, says the Lord of hosts.